Breaking news from the Alert Center. One person is injured after a stabbing happened last night in North Omaha. Police officers received a report of a disturbance around 66th and Emmett Streets. That's in the Benson neighborhood. That was at about 11 p.m. last night. When officers got to the scene, they found a man with a stab wound, is what we're told. We're also told by officials that the man was taken to the hospital with life-saving measures underway. And OPD says that several people are being questioned by detectives about this incident. Hello everyone, good morning and happy Tuesday. My name is Elena Riley and thank you very much for joining me here at the Alert Center where I bring you our top headlines for the day. So let's get into more that I have for you. Right, next up, officials with the Omaha Fire Department say that 3 people were decontaminated after a chemical leak in a building yesterday morning. Crews were dispatched for a hazmat incident in a building near 36th and D Streets at just after 11 a.m. yesterday. And at the scene, a small chemical plume could be seen coming from one door of the building. Occupants said that there was a chemical leak and a connected business was evacuated at that time. Well, out of abundance of caution, OFD evacuated, decontaminated, and moved 3 people to ambulances at the scene, and all 3 people declined to be taken to the hospital. Crews at the scene determined that the leaking chemicals did not pose a risk to the public, and the plume coming from the door had dissipated. OFD then turned over the scene to the company's private mitigation contractor. Well, next up, 4 Iowa communities are under a drinking water advisory after an incident yesterday afternoon. The advisory, it's categorized as a level red, is impacting the towns of Kirkman, Elkhorn, Exira, and Brayton. And it was issued by the regional public water supply system. Well, according to a post on social media from the city of Exira, officials heard of an accident in eastern Shelby County just after 3:30 p.m. on Monday, or yesterday. And the accident caused a power strike in the area and damage to a pump at Booster Station 4. Well, as of now, there is no water flowing to Tower 4, which is currently the only tower serving eastern Shelby and Audubon County customers, is what this post states. And officials ask that customers conserve water immediately and as much as possible. Well, ways to conserve water include taking shorter showers and turning off the tap when brushing your teeth. Not easy things, but very important. Right, my next headline is that today, ballots for an upcoming special recall election in Valley will be mailed. Voters have until November 4th to mail their ballots back to the Douglas County Election Commission or put it in a ballot drop box. The ballots will come in 6-inch by 9-inch craft-colored envelopes, and a return envelope is included in the ballot as well. The special election is over the city's mayor and council president. A petition to recall the 2 was submitted in August by Principal Circulator Christina Jensen. And there were 689 verified signatures needed to prompt a recall election for Mayor Cindy Grove and 367 to remove City Council President John Batcher from office. In the petition, Jensen alleges that Grove violated open meeting laws and just created a hostile work environment. It also calls her leadership into question. Batcher is accused of putting special interests ahead of his job as a public servant. Well, moving along here, the public can learn ways to help pay for their utilities from the Omaha Public Power District today. There's going to be a resource fair held by both OPPD and MUD today from 4 to 7 p.m. at the Livestock Exchange Building in South Omaha. That's at 4920 South 30th Street on the 10th floor there. And spokespersons for both organizations say they want to highlight programs giving financial assistance, education, and health opportunities to the public there. So good learning event there for you. Last up, a really fun headline here. Awesome. The Creighton Blue Jays have been ranked in the Associated Press's preseason college basketball poll for the 4th year in a row. Well, the Blue Jays come in as the 23rd team in the standings yesterday. They're sandwiched right between two Big Ten squads, Michigan State at 22 and Wisconsin at 24. Creighton is one of the three Big East schools in the poll. They're right behind number 4 UConn and number 5 St. John's. On Friday, the Jays will host number 16 Iowa State at 7:30 p.m. for an exhibition game. Nebraska football made its first appearance in the Associated Press's Top 25 poll for this 2025-2026 season. That is on Sunday. That happened. Good for them as well. Are making the rankings, huh? Good for our sports teams. All right, we'll head to our website where I have all of these top headlines for you. In this web story here, 6 things you need to know on Tuesday, October 14th. I bring this to you at 6 a.m. every weekday morning to get you your top headlines. Right before this live stream at around 8 or 8:30 a.m. Right, thank you everyone for joining me and have a good start to your Tuesday.